Spor ekranlarından herkese merhaba. Basketbol havasıyla karşınızdayız. Programımıza başlarken Spor Toto Basketbol Süper Ligi'nde geride kalan haftanın birbirinden havalı hareketleri ve performanslarını sizlerle buluşturacağız. Bu haftaki konuğumuzsa Pınar Karşıyaka'nın Bosnalı başantrenörü Nenad Markovic olacak. Markovic'le İzmir'de gerçekleşen sohbetimizi izledikten sonra ise sosyal medyada geride kalan haftaya göz atacağız. Basketbol havası haftanın en havalılarıyla başlıyor. Spor Toto Basketbol Süper Ligi'nde 23. haftanın en havalı hareketi Best Balıkesir forması altında Joey Dorsey'nin gerçekleştirdiği bu smaç oldu. Haftanın en havalı takımı çekişmeli geçen deplasman mücadelesinde Yeşil Giresun Belediyespor'u mağlup eden Anadolu Efes oldu. Spor Toto Basketbol Süper Ligi'nde 23. haftanın en havalı oyuncusu Trabzonspor Medikal Park'ın Tofaş'ı mağlup etmesine 28 sayı 8 reboundla katkı veren Nenad Markovic'i oldu. Spor Toto Basketbol Süper Ligi'nde 23. haftanın en havalı kadrosu şöyle şekillendi. Erik McCollum, Galatasaray Odeabank, Jordan Theodore, Bambit, Cedi Osman, Anadolu Efes, Earl Clark, Beşiktaş Sompo Japan, Nenad Markovic'i, Trabzonspor Medikal Park. Sıra Nenad Markovic ile gerçekleştirdiğimiz özel sohbete geldi. Başarılarla dolu basketbol oyunculuğu kariyerinin ardından yoluna baş antrenör olarak devam eden Nenad Markovic, Pınar Karşıyaka ile güzel bir sezon geçiriyor. Karşıyaka'dan önce Trabzonspor Medikal Park'ı çalıştırmış olan tecrübeli antrenör, Türk basketboluna da oldukça hakim. Markovic ile basketbol oyunculuğuna başlayış hikayesinden oyunculuk kariyerini sonlandırmasına, baş antrenörlük hayatında yaşadıklarına dek birçok konuda konuştuk. Ekranlarınızda Nenad Markovic. Coach, it's a big pleasure to be with you here in Izmir. Thank you for your time. Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Coach, I would like to start with your career as a basketball player. How did you first meet with basketball and how come did it become the center of your life?
Actually, in my country, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in Sarajevo especially, in the time that I grew up, it was very easy to wanted for every kid to be a basketball player because in that time, one of the best teams in Europe was Bosna Sarajevo, with Mirza Delbašić, with Tanjević as a coach. And the year 1979, when I was 11 years old, they won European Champions League, actually EuroLeague today. And all of us wanted to be basketball players, My father at that time was in the management of basketball club. So, I was attending practices, I was attending every games, and, I fall in love with all these players, with Tanjević as a coach, with that team, and all I wanted to be in this time was basketball player.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess you have an 18 years long basketball player career, huh?
Yeah, actually maybe a bit longer, if you count earlier days. I start training professionally, seriously, when I was 14 years old. Mm-hmm. And then I signed my first professional contract with 18 years old. I went to the army, and after the army I came and I had like 19 years straight career. Will also include 12 years playing abroad and in Spain, Greece, Israel, France, that kind of countries.
So when you look back to your career as a basketball player, what does it make you feel like now you are a coach? With a coach's eye.
With the coach's eyes, many things change, many things change. I believe many things change of mentality of players, mentality of young players. In time that I was young player, we was really happy with anything the club will give us, the club will provide us. We was, just making something out of minimum. Now it's everything become, so bigger. it's big business all around, and we was playing in the beginning for very small money, but you need to really earn if you want to jump to the second level, or you want to get offer contract from the club, or you want to become more respected, or earn one interview in the newspaper or in the TV. It was impossible. You need to be really, really high level. Now, all the young players with one good game, they already get big promotion. They get everything so easy, so automatically they have less thing to work for.
When you were playing basketball, do you remember what made you feel greatly angry on the court?
Losing, or when you lose games and you understand you didn't give your best, you didn't follow the plan, you sit down and you think, oh, if you do just this a little bit more, if you just catch these 2 rebounds, or if we just didn't make this wrong pass, or that turnover, we could win the game, then, you sit and you think and you probably get mad,
Regrets, huh?
Normal.
So after you retired, did you miss being on the court?
Not really, not really, because I really play basketball with a lot of efforts. Mm-hmm. I didn't leave anything for tomorrow. Like, if the game was today, I give everything what I have. So I kind of have no regrets. I think it was time for me to quit. I was 38 years old, And I think also I come back to my home country, to my home city, and to my team that I start playing basketball. And we win the title, and it was like perfect moment for me to retire. So we all said that this is the end, it's enough.
So it came from inside that?
Yeah. I mean, I decided already earlier in the season that I will not play next year, and I felt good, I felt good because I believe I make maximum out of my career, It could always be something better, some maybe better choices, maybe better decisions in some moments, but no regrets, no regrets.
Now we have that part of our program that we're going to give you some half sentences and we would like you to end them.
Okay.
Alley-oop'la devam ediyoruz. Alley-oop bölümümüzde yarım cümlelerimiz var. Nenad Markovich onları tamamlıyor. The most amazing moment I have ever witnessed.
The birth of my first daughter.
I have a dream.
Make Karşıyaka champion.
I have never
been in Australia.
The coolest moment in my life is
-20 without jacket.
I wish
world can be a better place.
The most beautiful sound I have ever heard.
Sound of the sea.
If I have a magical power,
I will definitely stop madness in the world.
So how did you decide to be a head coach after you finished your career as an athlete?
Actually, this last 2 years of my playing career, I was start seriously thinking about this, start already making some plans about this and thinking already as what I will do in this situation, I think it's normal, with the players with such a big experience like I had. I was coached by many good coaches in my career and I could learn a lot from many of them. Pepe Hernandez was world champion with Spain. Yanakis was Europe champion with Greece. Tanjevic was, we all know here in Turkey what Tanjevic means. Duda Ivkovic coached me in the national team. And from all these guys you learn something, you know. This is important for player career. And you have some kind of ideas in your head and you said, okay, this is probably the job that I would like to do. You know, you stay attached to the sport, you stay attached to the basketball. The basketball gives me everything, you know, in my life. And this was an easy decision.
When you start to be a coach, you were at one point and now you are at another point. What kind of differences you see in yourself, in your coaching career?
I believe in every, you know, in every job, not just in coaching job, you know, you learn every day something, you know. You learn from different situations, you learn from your own players that you have in the team, you learn from the guys that are around you. It's very important environment that you work, the people who are around you. I believe the coach is just one part of all this puzzle. There is other very important things around coach. Equipment manager is important guy, you know. Assistant coaches, conditional coaches, GM of the club, players, all this environment makes also one coach successful, you know. It cannot be just one coach is genius and all other people are just run by him like this, you know. That's doesn't work like this, you know. I don't believe really in this, and I believe all the people, all the teams they have success, they are successful because of the good environment and because all things around them function well, you know. So just coach is just one figure who is very important, but not decisive in this moment, you know.
So I have a question about social media. Do you use Twitter or Instagram?
I use, but you know, I'm not crazy about this. You know, I just use a little bit to stay in touch with the fans or, you know, with the media a certain way, but I'm not really obsessed, you know. I don't believe everybody should use this, you know. I think it should be limited a certain way.
Why do you think that?
Because some people use this for the wrong purpose, you know.
Oh, I understand. So now we have a part in our program that we read the tweets about you with you.
Oh, really? Nice.
Sıra serbest atışa geldi. Serbest atış bölümümüzde Nenad Markovic'le ilgili tweetleri onunla beraber okuyoruz.
Tweet number 1. Worst thing about Nenad Markovic, he is watching the game. No comment. Do you think that Nenad Markovic is Senjal Gunesh of the basketball? I don't know. Does Nenad Markovic has any relatives who understands football for our football branch? Because basketball team is exciting in those days. I think this Trabzon fans making tweets. Okay, I don't have any relatives, but I have experience in football manager, so I can help. The man who turned football lovers into the basketball fans. Yeah, it was difficult part in Trabzon, but we succeed. Make us champs, burn us in hell. Wow, this before Final Four. Great tweet. I wonder if we'll ever see Nenad Markovic smiling right now.
After you became a coach, did your perception of basketball change?
Every day.
Not just after you became a coach,
No.
It changes every day.
It change. Wow. Depend of the situation, depend of the players you coach, depend of many things, you know. It's not easy job, you know. It's not easy job.
Do you think that you can understand the feelings of each player of yours?
I try to, but it's not easy. It's not easy, you know.
Because you're a former player, you know?
That's what I believe sometimes that I know, that I understand, but sometimes I see that I'm wrong. But I really try to have communications with all my players, even with those they are playing a lot of minutes and they are more important than some guys they are not playing or they are playing less minutes. I try to somehow be in touch with everybody, talk to everybody, you know, understand what they are thinking, what kind of guys they are, what they like. So makes my approach to them easier, you know.
So now we have another part of our program that we're gonna ask you some questions like, would you rather choose this or that?
Okay.
Seç birini bölümümüzle devam ediyoruz. Seç birini bölümümüzde enteresan seçeneklerimiz var. Bakalım Nenad Markovic'in içinden hangilerini seçmek geldi? Would you rather lose all of your money and valuables or all of the pictures you have ever taken?
I don't want to lose anything of this. I will keep both.
Would you rather winning EuroLeague title with your team or winning World Championship with your national team?
World Championship with my national team.
Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Completely invisible for one day.
Would you rather be able to control fire or water?
Water.
Would you rather see what was behind every closed door or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try?
Better see behind all closed doors.
Would you rather never be able to eat meat or never be able to eat vegetables?
Vegetable, definitely.
Would you rather know the history of every object you touched or be able to talk to the animals?
Talk to the animals.
Would you rather live under a sky with no stars at night or live under a sky with no clouds during the day?
No cloud during the day.
Would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never get another cold?
Never get stuck in traffic.
So, how do you cope with the ups and downs that your players are facing during a season?
Look, I believe, all teams has ups and downs. This is not something very strange, especially in this kind of league like Turkey, which basically every game is very difficult. There is no any kind of easy games. And for our team also, this European competition was very tough. Schedule of traveling was very tough. We catch ourselves in one moment from 9 games, 8 games away, together with Turkish Cup. So it's not easy always to be very concentrated, 100% ready for everything. So we kind of used to understand that we need to live with this kind of situations that we will have this year, that we will have some great games and they will have some very bad games like we had against Kataya here, or I don't know, against Le Mans here, and then that we have good games like against Beşiktaş or against Galatasaray or against Fenerbahce in Istanbul or FS Pilsen semi-final of Cup, that we compete against very best team in these leagues and we play terrible against some much weaker opponent, Unfortunately, that this is our team for this year, and I hope, slowly we will manage this to be better and better.
And where do you think luck stands in basketball?
Luck, it's always around, but you need to be brave enough to have some luck when you deserve it,
And about you, how do you consider yourself as a husband and as a father?
I think this is a question for my daughters and my wife, but I believe
but they're not here right now.
Yeah, I believe they will say that I'm, good father and good husband. I believe so, strongly. I will be very disappointed if I hear something different from them.
So, back to Karşıyaka, you have one of the most powerful fan groups in Turkey. What does it make you feel like when you're playing at home and when you're playing away? Any big differences? Of course you have.
Look, Karşıyaka probably, what I face up to now has, the best basketball fans I ever saw, Not only because, when you step to this arena, it's really hot atmosphere and, they are really pushing their team, pushing us in this moment. I'm on this side. But also, all this power that you receive, before the games, through Twitter, through media, through messages, they always make you understand that they believe in you, that we're gonna do it, we're gonna help you, fight for us, they are pushing, they are making you kind of responsible and pushing you to succeed, and this is I believe secret of Karşıyaka.
So how can you compare coaching a national team and coaching a club team?
I believe, it's different because national team is not daily job, National team is job during the summers.
But you started your coaching career with your national team.
Yes. It's what I said, it's...
totally different.
Day by day you are working one club for 9 months, 10 months during one season. In national team, you take the team in 45 days, you need to make these guys follow your idea or take the best out of these certain players that you have. To provide the best basketball at that moment, to qualify for European Championship, win medal, do something, you know. And it's not always very easy, you know. It's complicated job, and I like more job in the clubs, which is day by day, that you work. Probably you have up and downs, because every team in Europe has up and downs. But during some period, you have times to fix the things that you believe that your team can do better.
So which memory will you point as the most amazing one in your career?
As a player or as a coach?
It doesn't make any difference. Whichever you want.
Okay, I can, you know, say about few memories that they are really, really strong. It's a King's Cup in Spain. When I was a player of Valencia, we played the final, and unfortunately we lost the final to Estudiantes. Next year I signed for Estudiantes. And I go to visit the king, even I lost the final, you know. It's a funny story. As a coach, I like each title with the Bosna Sarajevo in the end of my career, 2 consecutive league titles. It was very important for me to end up my career like this. I play also a couple of more finals as a player. Each of them was fantastic experience. Final of the league in France, final of the league in Israel, final of the cup in Israel. As a coach, I believe first big success was putting the Panionios, winning the small final against Marusi and making the direct EuroLeague. Even we was in the Syria best of 5, 0-2, and we won 3-2. Then winning the gold medal with the junior national team under 18 in Division B with Yusuf Nurkic, who is now a star in NBA. Unbelievable was Final Four in Trabzon of Euro Challenge that we lost in this less than 1 second from this offensive rebound, and just this atmosphere and all these people, all this what happened in this weekend there was just unbelievable, you know, unbelievable. And I think this series against Beşiktaş and our direction right now looks to be another, maybe the most
amazing memory.
More amazing memories that it will be, but let's see what we will do in future. I'm very confident that we are in good direction right now, and maybe this will be the golden memory.
So you mentioned about Trabzon, and now you're living in Izmir. Can you compare the 2 cities?
Yeah, it's not easy to compare, you know. It's not easy to compare, you know.
They both have sea.
Yeah, they both have sea. One is Black Sea, another is Aegean, you know. Okay, Izmir is a different city than Trabzon, you know. Even, you know, the most funny things was when I came to Trabzon, and whoever see me after a couple of days, who is not from Trabzon, of course, when we will go to play in Istanbul or away, the first question, hey, how is Trabzon? And they start laughing. I say, why you laugh? It's okay, you know, no problem. Really? It was like a joke. So we start joking, hey, how is Trabzon? You know, this was the first common question of everybody. But, you know, we are talking about 2 different cities, two different, completely different mentalities, you know, of cities, of the people and everything, you know. We had great time in Trabzon, and people was very nice to us, you know. I can never erase this, you know. This is a great part of my life. 2 years I spent there. I can only say good things about all these people and all our living there. And but Izmir is something different, you know. We love Izmir, and my kids love Izmir. My wife, everybody, you know. This great city to live.
So my last question will be about you. Do you have any interesting talents that we don't know, like singing, maybe?
No, singing, not definitely.
Maybe dancing? No? A musical instrument you play?
No.
You didn't have time for that, no?
No, I was just mainly into the sport, you know, as a kid, you know. No interest in these kind of things, really. I like that, you know, from early age I love sports. I started playing soccer when I was very little, and then I turned to the basketball, and, you know, basically I stick to basketball from age 14. I was skiing. I was good in skiing, very good. Even, you know, I started with 7 years old, and I was even competing from 10 to 14. But as soon as I start seriously playing basketball, I stopped also. So it's kind of something that I like to do very much in my free time. But my free time in winter, I don't have so much. So,
Coach, thank you very much for your time. It was a great show. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Basketbol Havası'nın sıradaki bölümünde haftaya sosyal medya üzerinden bakacağız. Instagram ve Twitter'da neler konuşulmuş, kimden daha fazla söz edilmiş, en çok beğeniyi kim almış, hangi hashtagler öne çıkmış hep beraber göreceğiz. Ayrıca sizlerin seçtiği haftanın en havalı hareketi ve en havalı oyuncusu da bu bölümümüzde. Geride bıraktığımız hafta sosyal medyada öne çıkan gönderiler arasında Jason Granger'ın bu Instagram paylaşımı vardı. Jason Granger takım arkadaşlarıyla çekilmiş bu fotoğrafını ekip notunu düşerek kardeşlik hashtag ile paylaştı. Bogdan Bogdanovic takım arkadaşı Gigi Datome ile Fenerbahçe'nin Erkan abisiyle beraber çekilmiş bu fotoğraflarını paylaştı. Geride bıraktığımız hafta sosyal medyada haftanın en çok konuşulan mücadelesi Best Balıkesir-Fenerbahçe karşılaşması oldu. En havalı oyuncu hashtaginde sizlerin oylarıyla belirlenen sosyal medyada haftanın en havalı oyuncusu Beşiktaş Sompo Japan'den Earl Clark oldu. En havalı hareket hashtaginde sizlerin oylarıyla belirlenen sosyal medyanın en havalı hareketi Yeşil Giresun Belediye Spor'dan Anthony Gill'in bu smacı oldu. Sizler de en havalı hareket ve en havalı oyuncu hashtagleriyle kendi seçimlerinizi yapabilirsiniz. Basketbol Havası'nda bu haftanın da sonuna geldik. Umarız sizin de havanız biraz olsun değişmiştir. Haftaya görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.